It's beyond redemption. He says, now think about what he says. Put a George Washington or an Abraham Lincoln in every county. It can't come back. That means you cannot bring it back by politics. Because a George Washington, Abraham Lincoln in every county, I mean, wow, that would be a change. That would probably bring a lot of changes, but you can't bring it back by politics. That's why the MAGA movement is anti-Christ. I say that, I mean, I may have offended people, but I don't mean to offend you. But the prophet of God says she'll never come back. She'll never rise again. Says she's beyond redemption. So how can we believe that we can make America great again when the prophet of God has condemned it and said it'll never come back? So there's not a candidate, there's not a party, there's not a grassroots effort that can ever bring it back. If so, then the prophet of God was wrong. That's why we as the bride, we don't need to have anything to do with any politics. The devil has it all under his control. We don't need to worry about it. So listen, I just want to tell you I'm your brother and I love you. And I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm just here to tell you what I believe to be the absolute truth of this message. And I don't mean to be offensive. I don't mean to say things hard. I just want to talk to you as a brother, and I want to talk to you as a pastor and a shepherd of this local church, and say, let's be led and guided by the word, not by emotion, not by politics, not by our feelings, and not even by our own desires, because our own desires would want a better country. Our own desires would want morality. Our own desire. Listen, friends, when you look at two parties and you look at their platform and you look at what they stand for, how can you not like policies on the right? How can you disagree with a strong national border? How can you disagree with parental rights to make decisions about gender choices for their children? How can you not agree about religious liberty? How can you not agree about economic plans? There's so many things that in the natural sense we would agree with and see as right and good and in line with what is righteous. But don't forget, the deception is always what's close, not what's far away. So be very, very careful that we don't attach ourselves to something, amen, that is claiming to be able to do something that God said's not possible. God sent us a prophet for a reason. He opened our eyes for a reason, to keep us free, to be a free people and to stay free.